Honourable Speaker, sir, I think Honourable Member has covered the entire gamut of the education system.
Of course.
And regarding the government principals, higher secondary school principals and the posting of headmasters, I think detail has been given. And there are few shortages in few of the schools there. So once the DPC is done, then the regular principals will be posted and the regular headmaster will be posted there. We have sought report from the entire district through the DDSC and the deputy commissioners about the present condition of the schools and what are the status and what are the teachers posted there. And we are trying to create a proper inventory of all the infrastructures and what are required. And once we get all this, then we'll sit together, we'll be engaging few consultants also, and we'll be engaging the stakeholders, we'll be engaging the departments, and we will be taking suggestion from honorable members. It's long due for our children to get good education. So now that we are going ahead with the reformation in the education system, as the government is, looking in, and Honorable Chief Minister also has advised me that we must give priority to the school. And what I think that before we give a big assurance in this house, I'll seek the support of our all members also. Because when we go in for reformation, I'm sure there'll be a lot of hiccups, a lot of roadblocks, where I want that our honorable members, not for the lip service in this floor of the house, but once we start doing the reformation, honorable members will try to strengthen my vision, the government's vision to improve the education scenario in the school. The question regarding the illegal appointments and the termination is under investigation. So until and unless the investigations are over, it will not be right on my part to make any comment here. And about the discrepancy in the teaching staff in the school, very soon we are going to do the transparent posting. So at that time we will take utmost care that no school is left without the teachers. इनका जो supplementary question था कि whether it's mandatory or not, मैंने भी ये order देखा है. तो as per the order, it was mandatory. लेकिन बीच में certain school से ऐसा information आया department को कि कुछ गरीब बच्चे हैं और कुछ हमारा traditional जो attire होता है वो बहुत ही महंगा होता है. So the poor parents were not able to afford. So we were flooded in with such suggestions and complaints from various corners of the district. Then after that, उसके बाद ये एक निर्णय लिया कि we will not make it mandatory because this will put a lot of financial pressure on the poor parents. और बाकी जो दूसरा mandate ये आपका जो private school के लिए जो पूछा है, तो इसको we can again consider in the next thing and we can convey it to the private schools also. वहाँ पे भी लेकिन जैसे अगर ऐसा ही situation है तो we can always request all the education institute to follow this because like he has said, the honorable member has said, अभी हमें अपना जितना भी young generation को we need to get them rooted to our culture and our tradition. With the passing time and the advent of the modernization, ऐसा हो रहा है कि लोग अपना भाषा को कम ध्यान देने लग गया. They are attracted more towards the modernization and उसमें क्या है कि हमारा अपना culture और tradition से थोड़ा दूर होते जा रहे हैं. So this will help us a lot for our younger generation to be rooted with our culture. क्योंकि अभी इन लोगों का mind बहुत fragile होता है. At this time, if we can tame them well, I think this will go a long way in preserving our culture and tradition. तो जो उनका जो माननीय हमारा जो member का जो है कि whether it will be made mandatory in private school, इसको भी हम लोग take up करके we will make sure that it is applied in all government and private school. I would say it's not $1 million question, it's $1 billion question in context of Arunachal Pradesh when we talk about rationalization of the teachers. He has asked for Changlang district, but here I'd like to mention that the rationalization of teachers has been a very chronic problem for the entire state. So as we have furnished the reply, a teachers registry portal has been developed. With this also, with the discussion with, like I said earlier also, in discussion with all the stakeholders and the people, all the people who are involved in education system and getting good consultant, we will be trying to devise a mechanism where this problem will be sorted out sometime very soon. This academic session has already started, so you can't expect much this time. And there are a lot of requests which has flooded in. But from next session onwards, you can expect that there will be a beautiful rationalization, provided all our honorable members cooperate. Because whenever there's a teacher posting and transfer, is processed, we see there are a lot of, requests coming in from different corners. There we need to resist ourselves. When we make this arrangement, I feel that, we will be able to solve a lot of issues regarding the rationalization, because there are a lot of, concentration of teachers. If we see largely, we don't have much crisis of teachers. And regarding the subject teacher, that 549 teacher requisition has been given to the APCS, and we all know that APCS could not conduct it because we all know what had happened. Now the APCS has been streamlined. So very soon this will be recruited. In the meantime, government has, come up with this stopgap arrangement called Mukhyamantri Shiksha Kosh. So in this, we have already have 777 subject teacher, which was appointed during the year 2023-24, and to meet up further gap, 191 teacher has been approved. So with this stopgap arrangement, I think till such time when we have regular teachers coming in, we should not have much problem with the students. So with this, and regarding your question about when it will be done, so by next academic session, like I said, we should be hopeful that we will have a very good system in place where we will have very less human interface in that. We're trying to kind of engage the technology also. So with this, I think you will be happy to know that education is going in for a major, robust revamp in infrastructure as well as in human resource rationalization and improvement. So we hope that once we roll out all these policies and efforts, you all will also try to help us achieving this goal which we are targeting. Thank you.